Look at them. They're a little bit messed up, so I am. Good morning and welcome to Crafty With It. We actually are going to do Vlogmas Day 2 today. Me and Paige made these ornaments last night, and if you take a look at them, they're a little bit messed up, so I am actually going to try and do the back. I don't think the pressure was set high enough, so come along with me today and I will try and get this right. We're going to try and do the back. We also made this one, so we're going to do both of them. And we also put them in the press together. So this time around I'm going to actually put them in the press separately. I did tighten down the tension a little bit. I do have my heat press set at 385 for 109 seconds. So let's get going. I'll take you over to the computer and we'll show you our design and what we do to get it printed. Okay, we are now over in Design Space. Let me set this up. I do have, I'll start from new so you guys can see it. Okay, so we're in Design Space now. I did save the project, so I am going to go to Projects. Then I'm going to click on this link right here and do My Projects. And this is the Wood Ornament Gnome I have it saved under. And I'm just going to hit Customize. And it does take a little bit to come in, so don't fret about that one. Okay, so it is in now, so I'm going to hit Make It. We're going to print out both of them because we do want to make both the ornaments, so we're going to print it out on the same paper. And then don't forget to hit Mirror. So, because we always want to mirror the design when we're doing sublimation. Okay, so now we're going to wait for it to connect to the machine. Then send to printer. We're going to take the add bleed off and we're going to hit the use system dialog. This way it allows us to bring up the printer icon once we see it automatically loads for us. So this will bring up the print icon once we hit print for us. That way we can change our settings in our printer. So we're going to go to make sure that your I have an ET3760, so make sure your sublimation printer is selected and hit Preferences. This will bring you to the preference screen and you're going to want to change your preferences. I use Premium Presentation Matte paper. I switched the quality to high. The color contrast is already on color. And that is all I do. I hit OK. And then it brings us back to the print screen and I hit print. And then once it prints over on the printer, I'll show you what happens. Okay, so I cut the design out. I did not use the Cricut. I just cut it with a pair of scissors and made sure to cut it within the black lines right there because you don't want those black lines to be sublimated onto your wood. Okay, then I'm going to cut them in half because this is two different designs that we're going to do. And then just trim it up a little bit so it'll help you lay it onto your design, your wood design. Okay, so I've only got 2 small pieces of parchment paper left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these for the top. I need to go to Sam's and get more. And I cut a piece of actual copy paper in half to use for the bottom. Because we do not want the ink to get onto our machine, onto our heat press. So just wipe this off and make sure it's clean. Let's see how this stuff that came off of it. It's pretty dirty. So it was pretty dirty. And this is the sleigh ride one. So we're going to center in as best you can. You can technically see a little bit of the outline. I'll show you it after I tape it. I'm going to actually slice it a little bit more, that way I can get more tape on it to hold it down so we don't get that ghosting like we've got the first time around. Okay, so try and get it centered on the ornament the way you want it, and then just start taping. I tell you, I do love this tape gun. Let's see it. You just roll it. I mean, it cuts it for you. It's awesome. Okay, and I'm just gonna tape it as much as possible. Hopefully this will prevent any ghosting. Okay, we're going to do the gnome one now. I'm going to cut around it just a little bit. So with the gnome one, it's got the brown like background. That's not going to show up, and we know that's not going to, let me see, that we know that's not going to show up because we're putting it on a wood. And it's pretty much the same color. So we already know that's not going to show up. So that's no biggie. We just want the gnomes and the Merry Christmas the most for this ornament. And then my heat gloves won't be in until, it says Sunday, which is kind of weird because it is the weekend, but we'll see. I have a feeling it'll show up Monday. So I taped as much as I could on the back of that to try and get it to not ghost. Then we are going to, okay, so we are going to go over to the heat press, and I don't have a very big workspace. So, we come over here, we get the StarCraft, and with the StarCraft it hinges this way. I don't know if you can see that. Let's move this light. So here's the StarCraft. It's kind of dark, guys, I'm sorry. It's dark outside. Okay, so we're gonna put this in. Let's see if you can see it. Okay, good enough. And then we're going to put our paper down on it. I'm gonna try and put it in the center. Put the paper on it. These handles get kind of warm. And press it down for 105 seconds is what I got it at. And then because I don't have my heat gloves yet, I'm going to use tongs to take them out. Let's see how they do. So I realized I got a tumbler out yesterday and I realized there's like 5 different attachments for this mug press, and none of them are for tumblers. They're for the smaller version of a tumbler, but not a straight tumbler. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take the paper off and set all this aside because I got one more to do. So I'm gonna put this in here, take my piece of hair off of it because I shed like crazy. And then let that go. Okay, so I am going to come over here, bring you guys back over here. And we're going to look at the one I just did, and hopefully, fingers crossed, there is no ghosting in it. Let's see. I'm hoping no ghosting, no ghosting, no ghosting, please. Wow, it turned out pretty good. I like it. Okay, it's not really all that hot anymore. Look at that. That turned out really good. So much better than that one. So I think it was the pressure. It didn't have the it might have been the pressure and having both in at the same time. I would recommend do them separately, and I put the pressure to a medium pressure. What I did was I actually put the ornament inside the press and pressed it down until I felt it was more like a medium, not too hard, but and not too light this time. And I think it turned out really well. I'm pleased with that. And this is why you use paper. You see that ghosting on there? That would have been on the press, and you don't want that. Okay, let's check the other one. I am done with the press, so I'm going to shut it off so it can cool down. This one seems like it bubbled, so I have a feeling this one's not going to be good. As tight as I put it down, it still bubbled. So I'm not thinking this one is good. Well then, maybe I was wrong, because that looks awesome too. Wow. Just wow. Okay, so here was the original. See how there's some ghosting in that right there? And this is the one I just did. Look at that. That is nice. We're actually going to use these ones to hang on our tree. But I probably will put them on Etsy as well. That's nice. I like these. Again, last night's is not the greatest. It's got a lot of ghosting in it. And then this morning's. Okay, so that's about it for today. Thank you for coming along for Vlogmas Day 2. I'm going to keep trying to do Vlogmases. We'll see how it goes. I do have my other channel, Life on the Farm, and I'm doing Vlogmas on that channel as well. So, fingers crossed I can do both. If not, then I'll get as many videos on this channel as I can throughout the month of December. Have a good day, everybody. Thanks for joining us on Crafty With It. Until next time.